New Year, America! This is your host, Adam, and welcome to Adam's Theory. I hope everybody had a good time. I hope everyone had some drinks, they partied, and enjoyed their New Year's Eve. I was supposed to do a show last week, but I had a lot of things going on, so I wasn't able to actually get to it. But I wasn't doing much today, so I wanted to see what I could actually put together. Today's show is going to be about black women and black men. This show topic came about because of my friend Jerome Green. Give you a shout out, Jerome. Anyway, he sent me a link to a video about black women, and it was about a black man that I'm assuming, and his hostility towards the black women. And I did my research and started looking at other videos on YouTube, and there's so many videos about black men complaining about black women. And there's so much that I actually had to change my topic idea that I wanted to do for the show and start talking about this. Now, I'm going to put a different spin on it, at least for this one. I actually want to talk about the black men and the black men that's saying stuff on YouTube and just black men hostility towards black women. I'm not trying to brown nose at all, but there are certain things that I do want to address as a black man to my other brothers out there. Okay, first off, a lot of these a lot of comments that are being made on YouTube about black women saying about, okay, they have attitudes, they're gold diggers, they're this, they're that. All these certain negative issues with them. First off, they're not a black woman issue. They're a woman issue. Okay? Gold diggers are white, black, Spanish, polka dot, green, doesn't matter. Women having attitudes is an issue that everybody goes through. Now, I would say this. I don't have experience dating outside my race. I primarily date black women. However, with my friends that actually do date outside the race, that date white women, that date Asian women, they go through the same issues that a lot of brothers on YouTube are saying that they go through with black women. It's just a woman thing. So that's first off, first and foremost. I don't think that we need to go and start labeling all these issues. And another thing I want to talk about is I can understand where some of these men are coming from. A lot of these men have been disappointed. They either have had a disappointing relation with a black woman. They either been disappointed in not being able to get a certain type of response or reaction from a black woman. And that disappointment, it turns into hate and anger. And anger is such a powerful thing that you have to get it out somewhere. So you start lashing out. You start lashing out towards the sister, saying that this, that. And I just want to address that the black men on YouTube that are complaining about it, it's not all of them, but enough of them that are complaining about black women, the anger that they are expressing is coming from disappointment. It's the same thing with black women who go and they express their anger towards black men. It's because they've been disappointed. And nobody wants to be disappointed, but unfortunately, that's just something that happens in life. Now, in the disappointment, some of these black men, they usually go and sometimes they go and put other women of different races on this pedestal. They go and say, well, primarily, oh, white women are so much better. They're more, they take care of their man. They're this, they're that, and they have such a better time. One thing that I've noticed with some of these black men that actually go and get into these interracial relationships, that at times they treat these women a lot better. They treat these women really good, better than their black sisters. And that's something that, I mean, once again, that's a topic that I could have for a whole nother show. But that's something I've noticed. I mean, it seems that as soon as a black man gets himself a little bit of money, gets himself a little bit of status, the first thing that he wants to do is get himself a white girl, or the lightest skinned girl you could possibly think of. Like, they'll get themselves a white girl, or if they get themselves a black girl, this black girl is like Alicia Keys' complexion, like a complete red bone chick. And some of these men that I've spoken to, they have said that it's a status thing. That if you to really show that you're about something and you got your money up, you get yourself a white girl. And that's something that I'm not going to get too much into now. That's something I'm gonna save for a different show at a different time. But I don't want you to come away from this saying that I have an issue with interracial relationships. Not at all. I don't have no issues with interracial relationships at all. I just don't like the reasons that some black men have behind actually pursuing an interracial relationship. If you love someone of a different race, by all means, that's great. But it shouldn't be because, oh, I'm with this white girl now because black women they're silly, or black women don't know how to conduct themselves. Black women are this, black women are that. Because that's not the case. I know a lot of brothers that feel that, oh, black women, they're not sophisticated enough. Black women, I can't take them out to a restaurant. They don't know how to act. And I say, and my response to that is, where you find your black women at? Because all the black women I know, they know how to conduct themselves. They know how to conduct themselves better than some of my black male friends. So, I mean, maybe instead of looking at some of these ghetto chicks, maybe you need to actually go and actually look at a sister that's actually about something. Like a lot of these YouTube videos always go and complain about, yo, these guys, they only want the ghetto men, and they only want the guy with the pants hanging off the ass. First off, no black woman wants a man that's have the mentality of a thug. No black woman wants that. A black girl, yeah, she wants that. A black girl probably when she's 16, 17, 18 will want that. Or an older black girl that's probably 24, maybe in her 30s, that's a mentality of a girl, will probably want that. But no black woman who went to school, got herself a decent job, and establishing herself, wants a black man that still has a mentality of, I just want to hang around the block. I mean, and a lot of these black men, why are you entertaining some of these girls with that certain mindset? If you see that there's a black girl, if you see that you're talking to a female, and that's the type of guy that she wants and stuff, why are you being upset about it? You should be happy. It's like, what, you don't know your self-worth? Man, go ahead and get yourself something else. I mean, please. Another issue I'm trying to say, I'm going to make, is that I'm not trying to say that black women don't have the issues. Black women do have a lot of issues that I'm going to go in, that once again, I'm going to put in my next show. They do have a lot of issues. They do got, sometimes I do feel they can come off a little bit too strong, and they need to chill out with that. At the same time, some of these issues, we do contribute to. Some of their anger, some of their frustration, some of their insecurities, we have to take some responsibility for it. Okay? And it's only when we do that we can actually fix some of these problems. So that's what I'm trying to actually get across to a lot of black men that's on the YouTube or on Facebook or just all throughout, is that the issues that we're having with black women, some of these issues, we could go and we could fix. Okay? Like when we go and say that, oh, we don't like black women's natural hair, I think that's an issue. And I think that causes a lot of insecurities with them. It causes a lot of problems. And I just want to put out there to all my sisters that was bold enough to go and take that little creamy crack out your head and actually grow your hair natural, I like to give you a round of applause for that. It shows that you're thinking outside the box. And any man that can't see that and see that, that by doing that, it shows that you're a strong black woman, and they want somebody with some weave in their hair, then honestly they don't say nothing. Actually, I was watching an episode of The Game. They actually has a marathon on today. And The Game, I ain't gonna lie, The Game is a really, really good show. If you haven't started watching it, watch it. It's really, really good. One of the girls, the white character, I don't know these characters' names, actually said to the black female, obviously you don't know anything about black hair because your hair comes from Korea. I just thought that was funny as hell, and because to be quite honest, it is true. Most of y'all black women don't know anything about black hair, and I mean, I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna have to do that topic next. I'm probably gonna do that topic next week. But let me get back on track. Once again, my advice to my black brothers out there that's having some problems getting the attention or the response from black women that they feel like they want is, first off, I mean, let's do a check with yourself, man. I mean, do a check. First off, calm the fuck down. Calm down. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay? And two, kind of go and change your approach. If you're approaching a situation and you're getting the same result, you got to change your approach. If you're constantly doing the same thing over and over again, I mean, and you see it's not working, then the obvious response is change it up a little bit. Now, I'm not trying to say go and you see a chick and everything, go, hey, what's good, bitch, ho, blah, blah, blah. But no, just work the situation out a little bit different. That's all I'm trying to say. All right? And change where you meet some of these black females at. All right? I mean, listen, I come from Harlem. All right? And on my block, I don't really meet a lot of women around my block because, to be quite honest, a lot of women from my neck of the woods aren't the type of women that I would actually want to engage myself in a conversation with. Some of the women around my way are some of the hood rats that a lot of the men do complain about. But go out. I mean, go to a poetry lounge. Go to a college campus. There are a lot of intelligent, beautiful black women out there that are looking desperately for a black man that isn't about getting some rims and stuff like that, getting the chain. It's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning. Alright? So that's, once again, I'd like to thank everybody for supporting the show so far. 2011 is going to be a big year. It's going to be a big year for me. It's going to be a big year for Adam's Theory. We're going to start bringing up some guests for the show. We're going to start talking about more topics. We're going to get into politics. I'm going to bring one of my political analysts, Bradley. That's right. All right. I'm bringing the monster, Bradley. If you thought I had hate in my heart, watch when I bring this crazy motherfucker over here. That has supported Adam's Theory, and I promise you, we're going to make this show even bigger. Okay? I promise you that. Damn, do I got anything else to talk about? Nah, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Alright, so, thanks for showing me some love. Yo, give me some comments. Give me some feedback, okay? I mean, if you like what I'm saying, let's go. If you don't like it, let me hear it, alright? This is Adam's Theory. I'm like Gravity. I'm always here. Turn that shit off.